Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So I thought, because we're on the verge of setting up the T598, that I should really have a go on the G29 before we pack it away for the last time. So I've mainly, as you may well know, been racing this game on a controller. So I've already had a few laps with the G29. And well, what can I say? I was terrible, pretty much. So I didn't want to come on and embarrass myself straight away. So I thought I'd get a few laps under my belt before I take the G29 into a race. So I think I've got to grips with it. What I've done to grips with it, pun not intended. What I've managed to, or what I've had to do, is turn up the traction assistance that I'm told you shouldn't really do in this game, because these GT3 cars don't have that setting. It is really only an in-game assistance. So yeah, we're gonna do a few laps. You might need to bear with me while I calibrate the sound. So I'm just bringing my wheel closer to me, and it's no surprise that I am in Belgium at Spa, and of course my view is much different to what it normally is. So I'm just gonna pause real quick, and then just I'm just gonna listen to my feedback just to make sure I'm not what's the word? I don't know how to mute on this wheel actually, so you might get a bit of feedback. But yeah, I want to make sure that I'm not too loud. I need to turn the adverts off first. I always forget about the fact that I've got adverts on. Need to turn the adverts off first. There we go. And of course, my view is much different to what it normally is. Yeah, that should be all right. If I'm too loud, or the game's too loud, somebody just drop me a comment. But yeah, we're going to be trying to do a few laps. I just need to get this wheelbase a bit closer. And I've also put the driving line back on. So we're just going to do a few laps for the first time. Well, the first time streaming anyway with the G29. It definitely feels really nice, the G29. Every time I use this G29 again, I kind of wonder why I bothered getting the T598. And I haven't used it yet, believe it or not. It's been I've just been trying to get all the unboxing videos and things done. It means that I haven't attached it to the stand yet. So I do want to do a video attaching it to the stand, because I'm going to Dremel some just to get the T598 attached, because I know already that we are going to have a problem with torque. I believe the G29 is about 2.5 Newton meters of torque, and the T598 is 5, but it's got a 10 Newton meter overshoot for those hairy moments when you might be hitting car, almost like I did there, or you hit a rumble strip at great speed. So again, as I said before, my aim is just to get around in one piece, and I've turned the safety rating off because I do not want to trash all the hard work I've done with the controller, because the first races I did with this, honestly, I was terrible. Spinning out, and that's why I had to put the stability control back on, because I couldn't even do a lap. So I think it's sort of it's like learning to walk again, pretty much, when you've been using the controller. But really, I've got wheels. I should be using them. I shouldn't be using the controller really. And although I might still look terrible today with this controller, I can assure you I was far worse than this. I think this is probably my 10th attempt. And it's sort of like, yeah, it's exactly what I said. It's like learning to walk again, really. It's a night and day difference compared to being on the controller. And as I said yesterday, it's really difficult to talk in race. It's quite a difficult thing to explain, but I've got an whole new appreciation of what, you know, a professional driver has to do in a race. And they all struggled to take this turn. I think we got away unscathed, and we got a couple of positions there. So I've got their aggressiveness on 90, and the AI, I believe, is on 85. I did do a couple of laps with a manual gearbox as well. So I think I'm just going to try and bed in and gradually reduce the settings or increase the settings depending on what they are. And then when it comes to putting the T5980 in, I'll be able to do some comparisons of whether it has helped in terms of my lap times. That's why I wanted to do the G29 first, to see if we can get to the point where we are round about what we're doing with the controller, and then it's going to give us a good comparative on the base. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Well, I'm just going to try not to hit anybody as we come out. This is sort of where I'm hoping that the T598 is going to give us a lot more feedback from the track, because I did feel the wheels going there, but I just couldn't correct it. I don't know whether I had somebody behind me, maybe a car clipped me and I just didn't see it. And the other thing as well is I have adjusted the height on the GT Amiga stand. Yeah, there we go, we're in a skid and we did get hit. So yeah, they do have a habit of hitting you and not giving you any mercy. Obviously we're no last, so I don't mind carrying on racing at this point as long as I'm not damaged. So if you end up getting damaged, the wheel the centering of the wheel changes completely. I mean, we're halfway through the race, so I don't think we're going to catch anybody. I might just restart it actually. So yeah, I mean, anybody that's a seasoned veteran at this game, I'm sure, will be having a right old laugh at me trying to play with a wheel. I think my fastest lap at the moment is 2.29 or something like that. So right, let's restart. Let's have a restart. I'm wondering whether I should change like the dead zone. Like I've set the wheel up like for F1 on the PC. Obviously I'm on the PS5 Pro at the moment, so you can't set all the settings on the wheel. So I've got 100% gain and a steering lock. Well, let's just try what it does. So it's max at the moment, so obviously that is slower Yeah, we don't want that. Yeah, I'm assuming that should be right. I'm just trying to see how this translates. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I shouldn't mess with this stuff really until I read it. I'll do some reading up later. We'll just set it at the limits. We did save that, didn't we? Oh, we didn't change anything, did we? Throttle and brake positions. Clutch. I wish I could set the clutch to be the brake. This is one of the things that apparently you can't do. Unfortunately, it would be nice to have the brake. I'm sort of right foot braking at the moment. I kind of feel that is better for me. Now I'm back driving a real car. It kind of feels more natural for me to right foot brake and swap between the accelerator and the brake pedal. It just feels more natural to me. I know in GT cars you essentially don't have a clutch anyway, so it's all done through gear changes through the paddles. So my shifter is about as useful as a chocolate fire guard or a chocolate teapot when it comes to playing this game. It's all through the paddles, but I'm using an automatic gearbox anyway at the moment, so it's probably not gonna hamstring us. And yeah, so just right foot braking. I was watching people do sort of brake heel, so it's in the heel on the accelerator while you're braking. Stone hard on the brake. Still trying not to hit any of these because I've got damage on 100% still. I mean, maybe I should turn that off. Oh, something hit me. That felt like somebody had me there. I definitely felt that feedback through the wheel. Maybe we should turn the other car's aggressiveness down. Because I just want to get around in one piece, and we keep hitting other cars. I've got stability control on 100%, so I'm pretty sure that it's other cars that are causing the problem. I'm just hitting my rear end. Yeah, I'm losing control. That definitely wasn't the car behind me. I'm going to get the my GoPro chesty mount set up so that I can record some footage to get another angle while I'm streaming. So obviously you won't be able to see that while I'm live, unless now I don't know how this works, whether you can connect another camera to the PS5 so that instead of having a view of me, it'll be a view of looking out. See, that's a car hitting me. Git. Come on. And again, look, what can you do? Right, we're going to restart. I don't think I'm going to have to turn their aggressiveness down because that's just ridiculous. Like, you completely wiped out at that point. They're just hitting you from behind and, yeah, you're done. But yeah, it'd be nice to get the GoPro set up so that it's... steering wheel didn't reset. So the GoPro is giving you a view sort of through my through my wheel, so you're getting to see exactly my, what I'm doing with the wheel. So I don't know whether you can do that. The normal camera that comes with the PS5 is terrible, to be honest. It's not a very high resolution camera, but I might transition to more PC racing. I think you've just got a lot more options when it comes to getting better video fidelity on the PC than on the PS5, unless we can use our GoPro as a webcam. And I might do a bit of research on that later, and then we could have a nice little inset. But I've just been clipped again. Git. Don't miss me. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn that aggressiveness down. That's just getting ridiculous now. I can't even get past like the first lap. I mean, one of the problems is when you're not driving aggressively enough, and you're a bit slow, or I'm a bit slow, and it's just allowing those cars to catch me. But yeah, it is frustrating. Like, my steering wheel didn't reset there either. So that's back to back. We haven't even got to like the first bend. And yeah, I'm in the McLaren, by the way. I don't know whether we can I don't think we can get side views of the car when we're in this mode. There's lots of things that you can change on the wheel. Like, I don't know whether I can map like the stability control to the up and down arrow. I need to check some of this out. Right, we're in 21st position at the moment, so I'm gonna drive a little bit more tentatively, and hope nobody clips me. And if we continue to have this clipping problem, I might just have to turn off or lower the aggressiveness. That's me. Right, got on back. But yeah, you don't want to be doing that really. That's what we're trying to avoid. We want clean laps, following that racing line.
Car on the left.
Got a few positions back there. Been watching the rugby today as well. The England and Scotland match is underway, and Scotland playing like a rejuvenated team after that loss last week against Italy. And man, Italy, they were unlucky to not beat Ireland today. It was they're starting to become a much better team. They were like the annual wooden spoon holders, like year in year out. It felt like Italian rugby just wasn't improving, and they've got a lot of new stars. Oh, they've done it again, dude. Oh, nice. What was it? Oh man, this is ridiculous. What was it? It was like at the driver stage, wasn't it? Like installing the drivers. I was going to say like maybe rebooting. Yeah, I was going to say maybe rebooting might have been the way to go. But it was like smooth for me. I really hate doing firmware updates. Like when I built my first PC, I'm going back like 20 years now, and I did a BIOS update, and I managed to brick the motherboard, and it was like 300 quid motherboard on it, and I bricked it doing like a BIOS update. So I really dislike doing them, and I was surprised that it all went to plan when I did it. But yeah, I mean, have you tried the wheel yet? Then, if you're giving it a go.
What's this let me after a car?
Because I'm still using my my G29. I haven't even. I've had a go with the T598 just on the PC, but I haven't attached it to the stand yet. Oh man, I've got to restart this. The wheel is gone. I mean, I do like that with the damage that it trashes it up. Yeah, so basically you have to hold both of those down for 5 seconds. So on the left hand side, both buttons at the top. But I think yours was before that. I think your error was when it installs the driver. So it has to do. You're basically doing 3 things. You're installing the thrust panel. So you're doing the thrust panel. Then you do. Then it installs the driver, and then once you've got the driver, that's when you do the firmware update. And yeah, the settings, I think they're all done through the through the wheel itself. So you know, it's a lot easier when it comes. Like now, I'm using the G29 and I'm on the PS Pro, but I haven't. I haven't updated. I haven't connected this G29 back to the PC. Yeah, it's quite. It's that's part of the reason why I did it. I thought it usually never goes to plan, and I thought, yeah, I'll do a. I mean, it's the first time I've done a video like that, to be honest, like with screen captures and stuff. So I'm glad it's helped. The one I followed, the guy was just like talking for like 6 working days, and there's nothing worse than that when you're just trying to follow a guide. I mean, what games are you going to be playing? Do you play? I'm assuming Gran Turismo. And I've been enjoying this a lot more. This is Assetto Corsa. This is ACC, the GT3 game. But yeah, you'll have to let me know your PSN. So I'm not actually on this. I'm not actually. Oh dear. Sorry, mate. I'm not actually on my League Game UK account, but that's my main. My main PSN is League Game UK. Because this one, I didn't really think too much about when I bought my my PS3 and I created an account. I didn't really think too much about. I was too eager to get going and thought I could change my name after. And like hundreds of thousands of people, I'm sure, are now stuck with weird sounding names because they thought that they could change it. Because Sony, in their infinite wisdom, decided to use the actual name as the ID. So if you're a coder, if anybody's a coder, knows programming and databases and things, really you want to be using an ID, a numerical ID as your primary key. But PSN decided they were going to use the actual username as the primary key. And that's why even today you can change your PSN account name, but it does say that they don't guarantee you'll keep all your licenses and things. So I created a League Game UK one that is fresh and clean. It's got no trophies on it, and I'll be using that more. Now the channel's a bit more established, I'll be hopefully trying to make a name for myself. Just got back into driving. I had like seizures like 15, almost 20 years ago, not even 15 years ago. I had seizures due to some medicine that I took when they were trying to fix my eating disorder, and I had to surrender my driving license. And I've been a bit worried getting back behind the wheel, and I've just bought a new car last week, and I've had a few drives in it for the first time, and honestly I feel like sim racing has given me a lot more confidence with a real car. And I've played a lot of GT7 recently, not streamed it, but I've played a bit of GT7 using the PSVR 2, and I'm still unsure whether I prefer like the VR stuff or whether I'm liking what I'm doing now, just flat, because it kind of feels just as immersive. Obviously it's my face. It's never going to feel as good as VR, but you know, it's not. VR is never going to give you the visual fidelity that I'm seeing through my OLED, and I really do get a sense of speed, especially when it's a bit later and I'm playing at night. And one of the things that really does increase the immersion at night is I've got hue lighting, like hue light strips, and I've got a hue, lost the look there, and I've got a hue play box, so that when I turn that on, it will mirror the colours that are on the screen, and because the lights in the room change in line with what's happening on the screen, it adds to the immersion when you're just flat racing. I mean, when I'm on the PC, I've actually got three 1440p monitors that are boxed still. On my PC, I've got a Samsung G29 that I've got on the PC, and before I had three LG 850GP IPS monitors, triple. So that's sort of what I'm thinking my sim rig will be up here. That I'll have my PlayStation on my main OLED, and then when I bring the PC on, I'll probably just turn the sim rig around so it's the other way, and then I'll have my triples for when I'm on the PC, because the PS5 is great, you know, you can't knock it, you know, it's for ease of use, just, you know, getting a 200 quid seat and stand. I mean, I'm just, part of the reason why I'm so terrible with this wheel right now is I'm just on a sofa with my GT Amiga. It doesn't have an inbuilt seat, so I'm a lot higher up, and I'm not really in a very nice driving position right now. I don't feel like I can really attack the pedals and the wheel. It just feels a little bit unnatural. But you can, couriers sell like a generic wheel and seat for 200 quid that looks pretty good. I was going to buy one of those, but in the end I thought I don't want to cheap out on that. And now the NFL season is finished, I'm going to be concentrating more on racing, and you know, not just Assetto Corsa, but GT7 and of course F1 is still probably, you know, my favourite game to play, or, you know, one of them. This is fastly becoming my favourite, to be honest. So it just feels so rewarding when you get things right. I still feel the F1 game is a little bit arcadey, whereas this game, it takes a lot of getting used to. I mean, I dread to think how many laps around Spa I've done, or in the F1 game, how many laps around Albert Park I've done. But you know, it's all about trying to get better. And I know it sounds stupid, it sounds crazy, and then I mention it to the missus and all the kids. I want to buy a car that I could take to a track. So we just bought a Nissan Qashqai, which is, you know, it is in GT7, but it's by no means a very fun car to drive when it comes to having a bit of fun on track. What I would love to do is something similar to what I watched this again the other day, but a couple of years ago I watched an episode of Top Gear that was filmed around the time Gran Turismo 4 came out, or Gran Turismo 3 came out on the PS2, and Jeremy Clarkson played the game and raced on Laguna Seca, which is probably my third favourite track of all time. I might actually have a go on Laguna Seca actually in a minute. If we can finish this darn race in one piece without being bullied. But yeah, he did. He raced in the game on Laguna Seca. Here we go. Thank you, mate. You blithering idiots. Now we've got bad damage, so we're probably not going to finish this, and we're last. Terrible form, mate. Thank you, mate. But yeah, he did Laguna Seca, and compared it to the game in real life. And it's quite interesting. It's quite an interesting watch. That a lot of it is down to having no fear that you can get a faster lap time online than in real life, because in real life you worry about wrapping yourself around a tree, whereas in a game, you know, you don't get punished physically if you go into the wall or whatever. So he obviously couldn't do the same times that he was getting when he was playing the game. Right, we're not going to be able to finish this in 3 laps, unfortunately. We've got 3 laps remaining, and I cannot control the car thanks to that guy. So I think what I might do is quit out of this, and I might just have a quick cheeky go on Laguna Seca. I did get the track pack, the DLC track pack, the other day, and we got a lot more tracks, including Laguna Seca, because I love this track. I love the corkscrew. I'm just wondering whether or not where do I change the aggressiveness, because they're starting to annoy me, these guys. So oh, hang on, I didn't save that, did I? So we're going to just set the aggressiveness down, and I'm not promising that I'm going to do very well on this, because the settings for the McLaren are very much set up for racing on Spa. So I'm probably going to be terrible. But we'll give it a go. I want to experience the corkscrew on the wheel. I don't think I've ever played Laguna Seca with a wheel, so this will be a new one for me. An interesting thing about playing these games in VR as well, like I haven't done. I don't think I've done Laguna Seca in VR. Oh no, I think I have. Right, here's the corkscrew. Right, this is the corkscrew. So one of the things Jeremy Clarkson commented on when he was racing was just how steep that section of track is, and it's the same in Spa. That opening straight, when you come through that first corner, when you're in VR, it really shocks you just how steep of a gradient that is. Right, come on, when are you going to give us the green? When are you going to give us the green? I assume you're going to come around this corner. And then, there we go, here's the open straight. Should be any time now. We're over 16. Underway on Laguna Seca.
Clear on the right.
Yeah, I love this track.
Car on the right.
I mean, I'm hoping now we've turned the aggressiveness down that they won't spin us out because it's
Clear on the right.
getting a bit annoying. I do know this track a little bit. Well, I wouldn't say better than Spa, but I've driven it a lot over the years on various games, and between I'm doing the bullying now. Between this, no, they are still killing me. I think we got away with damage there. We're nearly last. It's not great. So yeah, it's like in my top 3. I love this track. I love Albert Park in the F1. Is the corkscrew. Do a bit of bullying back. I'm sure that was the guy that did this. But yeah, I like Spa. I like Laguna Seca, I like Albert Park, I like, of course, the Nürburgring. And yeah, that's what I was going to say. I want to buy a bit more of a fun car. My dream car has always been a Mazda MX-5. I always said that I would get a Mazda MX-5 at some point. And you can pick them up pretty cheap. And they can be pretty fun to drive. There you go, mate, got your back. So I might have a look and see if I can, buy something that I can just keep for a short time and try and do something similar to what Jeremy Clarkson did. Because I'm a complete noob when it comes to this. I have done a rally before in an Escort. Mark II Escort back in the day, and I do have some footage of me rally driving somewhere. Definitely got some photos. Unfortunately, a lot of my footage is of other people because one of the problems is when you enjoy recording video and taking photographs, that you have lots of photographs of other people, but you rarely feature in it unless you're with somebody that also likes taking photographs. And yeah, I've always had that problem really when it comes to being in other people's photographs. I take a load of them, but of course I'm not in any of them when I'm taking them. I wish that I had like a GoPro back then. It would have been nice to have recorded all that on a GoPro, but hopefully I can get to do it again sometime. And if I could do it in my own car, that'd be cool. Because I have been playing the rally games a lot. That's what I've been using the G29 on mostly, like Holland the Craig, the dirt rally games. But it's a completely different beast, isn't it, compared to driving a rally car? Like the physics so much different compared to how it feels in game on a track. But yeah, hopefully one day I can get over to experience a track day, and I'd love to be able to drive the same car that I would drive there and see if that movie, oh my days, lost it, the corkscrew. If that movie, Gran Turismo, could actually be possible. Because I reckon it could. I reckon that driving in a simulation and then going in the car, because there is a lot of crossover. A lot of it is knowing the course, knowing the racing line, knowing what gears to be in. And it would be quite an interesting thing to stream. So if that sounds of interest, hit that subscribe button, and of course the like button.
Got some severe damage in the front.
Because I'm also going to be doing a lot more videos with my sim rig setup. I've been reading a lot about man, that's terrible. Getting some of the actuators that you can get. This is why I held back buying an actual sim pit wheel stand. I thought I'll just keep the GT Amiga for now. And Mrs. plays Euro Truck Simulator, so I might just gift my old wheel and stand eventually. Because this is the way these games are meant to be played. And back in the day, I mean, I've got a crappy old Logitech upstairs, like I know it's a Hori wheel actually. That was my first introduction to using a wheel on the PS3. And oh my word, that wheel was horrific. I think I paid like 50 quid for it in the game. And I still got it upstairs in its box. And it is an abomination. I was like, man, wheels are rubbish. It's got no force feedback, I don't think, or any of that stuff. And this is why the G29 is a really solid wheel. You know, I've said it before, if you want to get into sim racing for the first time, you know, I mean, I bought mine 10 years ago. And I think I got a bundle with the shifter, and I ended up paying around 180 quid for it. You can pick them up all day from CEX for about 100 quid, and you'll have a 5-year warranty with it. So you know it's a no-brainer. If it's going to break, you can get another one. So if you can pick one up from CEX for about 120 quid all in. The shifters like the cheapest chips, and all you need to do is get like you don't even need to get the proper GT Amiga stand like I've got. You can get the Chinese knockoffs. I mean, yeah, obviously these days everything's got a Chinese knockoff, hasn't it? It's like you can the corkscrew got us. You can get sim racing for about 200 quid. With an entry level setup, and then I don't know whether the T598 is going to be usable with this stand. If it turns out it isn't, then you know it's just going to mean we're going to be on the lookout for a new sim rig. But what I want to make sure the one that I get is having the ability to add. I learned that you can get, I forget what they're called now, base kickers or something, where they're basically a subwoofer that you can attach to your sim rig. So instead of having actuators that move your rig up and down, you get the feedback through the speaker, through the bass thumping into you. And I've been told that they're quite effective. But yeah, I mean, I've been meaning to do this for a long time, sort of get into sim racing. I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying racing. I'm enjoying driving again in a real car, just because it was such a horrific time having to surrender my license. Yeah, I just completely lost all confidence. You know. Obviously, I'm not going to be winning any online races at the moment. You know, it's going to be, I'm not going to go anywhere near online until I know that I'm not going to keep the embarrassment to streaming, because it's all a learning curve, and you know, I might be able to help other people who are looking to get into sim racing, but I'm terrible, so you can't do much worse than what I'm doing at the moment in the races. But you know, in my defence, it's been a while since I've been on doing second of the wheel, but I've got no excuses when it comes to Spa, really. But I mean, I think that's the main advice when it comes to these games, really, is it's about learning the track, getting confidence, feeling. He's trying to get past him, this guy. I don't know whether he's the leader. He may be the leader. We're being lapped now. We're going to find out. No, we are going to be last. Goodness me, what an embarrassment. It's all going wrong now. I think maybe we need to turn the damage off. Yeah, we're going to take that wrong. Yeah, okay.
We have to repair the car.
Yeah, I can't even steer now. So that, because I've got the full damage now, the wheel is going berserk.
We've got light damage in the rear.
Yeah, I think the steering's gone. Right, we're done. We are done. I'm so glad to turn safety rating off, because we would have been in trouble. Right, I'm gonna have a look to see what England are doing. Because they were losing to just crikey. Scotland 13, England. Scotland 31, England 13. I wasn't seeing that coming. That is crazy. Right, I think I'm gonna have a little bit of a break, but I'm definitely going to be back later doing a few more laps. So yeah, look out for when I come on. Happy racing. Bye.